iPhone 14 Pro.
So this might be a little bit inside baseball, but typically when you're testing a new product, an unreleased product from Apple, they tell you to keep the testing a secret. Don't let anyone know you have it. Don't display it publicly. Don't show it to anyone. That would be breaking the NDA. And that's still true about this new iPhone 14 Pro. But I'll tell you what, I was able to walk around, take pictures, text people, pay for things with Apple Pay, and nobody even blinked an eye because it looks exactly the same as the iPhone 13 Pro. This is still, of course, a new phone, though, for a new year. And so really there are three major things that are new with the 14 Pro. Those being the internals, the display, and the cameras. So I'm going to sort of chapter those things off to go over each of them. But of course, also worth mentioning is this new MKBHD edition Chevron hoodie, finally available in the MKBHD store at MKBHD.com. It's very comfortable, but also hoodie season.
On and on.
So there's not a whole lot of new pieces in this new phone, but there's technically more in this one than the baseline iPhone 14, because this one actually gets a silicon upgrade to the new A16 Bionic and 6 gigs of RAM. Top-of-the-line new 4nm system on a chip from Apple. You could tell, though, when they gave the presentation in the keynote, that it must be a pretty minor bump from the A15 Bionic, because they went straight to comparing it to the A13 Bionic from a couple years ago. In real life, though, so far, it's benchmarked very similar to an A15 Bionic, just slightly above, as expected. And that's meant, for me, rock-solid performance, fluid animations, and a pretty reliable all-day battery life from both the 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max. But I'm going to get more into battery in a minute. Also, technically new to the internals is a new set of sensors that has improved gyroscope and a better accelerometer to be able to tell if you've been in a car crash or not. Crash detection. Cool feature. So it'll detect if you've been in a car crash or not, and then if you don't respond to the prompts on screen, it'll automatically call emergency services. Great. I'm not going to and I guess the answer is accidental triggers. Like, you know how if you run up a flight of stairs or something and you have automatic workout detection on the Apple Watch, it'll go, oh, have you started a workout? Because you've got an elevated heart rate and you just started to run and no, just me? I don't know. I was just wondering if there's other times it might accidentally think that something else like a car crash might have happened. Maybe you've got a debrank case on it and you just drop it on the floor or something. I don't know. Hits the ground hard enough, thinks it might have crashed. But then the more you look at it, the more you realize there's a bunch of different sensors and factors where it sees, okay, your GPS location was going 60 miles an hour until it hit 0 miles an hour, and the microphones heard a loud noise, and the barometric pressure changed when the airbags went off, and also the gyroscope saw that there was a hard stopping force. It knows you were in a car crash. One more thing that used to be in the iPhone that's not anymore in this one is a physical SIM card tray. This is actually for the US only, and these phones are now eSIM only. eSIM isn't exactly a new thing, but not having a physical SIM tray anymore does have its pros and cons. Pros mainly being, okay, it's one less place for water to get in, one less moving part, but cons being that for international travel, if you just wanted to grab a SIM card real quick instead of going through the carriers, that's no longer nearly as easy. I'm going to keep an eye on this because I imagine Apple intends to eventually expand this to all iPhones instead of what it's now, which is just starting in the US only. But then the last internal change for the iPhone 14s, all of them, is satellite connectivity. This is an edge case extra feature that you're honestly hoping you never ever have to use, but in the off chance that you're stranded somewhere with absolutely no cellular service at all, you're nowhere near a cell tower, the iPhone's antennas now impressively can also communicate with straight up satellites instead of cell towers. So it'll take longer and you'll need a clear view of the sky, and the UI will literally help you point your phone at a certain satellite overhead, but it will let you send messages to a dispatcher or local emergency services to help get to your location and what you need help with. That is also pretty clutch. I will also not be testing that. But that's it for internals. Notice I didn't talk much about the externals like I usually do in phone reviews, because if we're being honest, they're pretty much the same. There are some new colors, the space black, which is my favorite in years, and there's also a new purple color. From certain angles you can hardly even tell it's purple, but if it hits the light, for a pro phone, that's a solid purple, I guess. Really, only the camera bumps changed. They are definitely slightly larger and thicker than the 13 Pros. But bottom line is, when an iPhone 13 Pro can fit in an iPhone 14 Pro's case, and, it's pretty close.
What's going on? What's going on? It's the return.
Okay, so now we're really getting into the meat of what you'll really start to notice on these new phones. iPhone 14 Pro and 14 Pro Max have some slightly updated 6.1-inch and 6.7-inch OLED displays, respectively. So they're still excellent displays on paper with slightly thinner bezels that you won't notice, and slightly higher resolution that you also won't notice, and an even higher, brighter 2000 nits peak brightness that you absolutely will notice when looking at the phone on like a bright sunny day. It looks great at 100% out in the sun. But the two things you'll notice the most often here are the dynamic island and the always-on display. The always-on display is the perfect example of the classic Apple late mover strategy. Like, this is not a new feature. This has been on hundreds of phones before for many years, but now it's finally coming to an iPhone. And so it's being done the Apple way this time. The thing is, I don't really know that there's any advantages to this Apple way. So the always-on display looks like this. So you hit the power button, you sleep the phone, you put it down, the brightness drops, the LTPO OLED display goes all the way down to 1 Hz, and you get to see the clock and notifications roll in as if your lock screen is still on, just at a lower brightness. This is a pretty bright always-on display, though. You can see that, right? Like, you get used to it after a few days, but I constantly was looking over at my phone on my desk thinking it was still on, which is like a lower brightness. But yeah, it looks like that all the time. The transition from the home screen to the always-on display is really nice. It's got this smooth fade animation, and I think that's the Apple way. Like, the clock, if it's behind something, will graduate to the front of the always-on display, and it maintains all the colors and skin tones in whatever wallpaper you were using. So it's not faded or black and white. You still have all your color. If you've got music playing, then your album art is front and center. It is extra beautiful. But I don't really care about any of that, to be honest. And there's also no extra customization. Like, I've seen some really creative always-on displays over the years that let me customize and dial in even differently from